This is the heater for a Watkins Solana TX spa, and as you can tell, it looks like trash and it's got to get replaced. So I'm going to show you how I replaced it to get the nice new one in there and get it all working nice. I've got this Watkins Solana TX spa, and the breaker kept tripping on it. I have it connected just to 110. Breaker kept tripping. I'll show you why. To take this panel off, you just got 3 screws on this side with the little covers, 3 screws on this side over here, and then the panel just kind of pops off. We're gonna slide it out of the way and show you what was going on. Look at the corrosion here on the heating element. Okay, we got all the corrosion on here, and we got a little bit of corrosion on here to where that stem literally just rusted right off. And then also this little sensor here was leaking just a little bit. And so we are going to replace the heating element and see if that fixes the whole problem. I guess I should show you too how this little cover came off of here. There's just a little cover here, and then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to hold that in place, and they're just little Phillips head screws. I looked up the model number and figured out which heating element it was, and I ordered the little sensor as well. We're gonna open it up. I ordered it all through Amazon actually, so I'll go ahead and put in the description, I'll put a link to it if you happen to have the same one or need the same one. So here we've got our little pressure switch, the sensor that was leaking, and we've got the new heating element. So, apparently all my neighbors, it's like first day of summer out or something, they're all going crazy swimming and stuff. But anyways, so it looks like these little round discs, they just screw on. I haven't done this before, so this is new for me too. These just screw on, so I'm just gonna, I grabbed my big boy pliers to be able to just unscrew these, detach everything. I'm assuming some water is gonna leak out of here. The hot tub's been empty for a couple of, at least a few weeks. And then I got a couple other pair of pliers just for redoing all of these connections on here, which, oh, actually just didn't realize these actually all came with new ones, so we can go ahead and just pull those off the panel. It is unplugged, by the way, it is unplugged. So be cognizant of that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and just see what happens. I'm sure there's other videos out there. Oh, yeah. See? Boom. Just like that. And there's the water I expected. So I've got these completely disconnected. We're all separated, and I was trying to pull it out and realized that this is not a lead for a wire. This actually just secures it to this panel itself in the back. So we checked it out. It looks like it is, what size? A 3/8. So we're gonna take that nut off the back side of this, and then this whole thing should just pop right out pretty easily from there. So we're gonna reach on back here. The whole panel kind of just leans forward, so not a big deal. And just get it to where it's, I can do the rest of it with my finger. Pull that bad boy off of there. It's got some signs of rusting as well. Looks like I didn't have the right side completely off here. So there we go. Comes out just like that, that easy. So that looks like there might be a little part number back here. 31003. Not sure. But yeah, that little heating element, it's a little bit rusted out. I think just because of leaking and everything, this is obviously causing it to pop the breaker every time. So we are going to connect the new one. So there's a little O-ring that goes right inside of here, which is what seals everything together. Once these screw down, the O-ring seals to the metal flange here. I'm sure that it's best to replace those. or maybe we could just do a little bit of plumber's grease on there to make sure and seal them up, because I don't have those O-rings, but I'm not too worried about it. I think that we're gonna have a leak-free situation once I get all this back together. Either way, we're going to get that seated back into place. This panel was not screwed in very well down here, so it kind of slipped out of position. So if I lift that washer up, the panel would come back forward into position. And then it should, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna get this nut back onto the back side of that, secure the heating element to the panel here, and then we will screw all these back into position. There's a bunch of screws on the back side of this that hold the motherboard to the plastic housing, so just be careful because they scratched up my hand a little bit. Not a big deal, but you've been warned. Okay, so that's on there. So now we're gonna start connecting these back up, and then we'll do all of our connections. Cleaned it out, and I've got enough water in there above the intake to test it out. So we're just gonna reach right over here. We're gonna plug it in like so. We got power. It's been a couple minutes and the heater is still not kicking on. There may be some type of a delay for whatever reason. I do have a green light up in here. I'm assuming it's okay. We're gonna turn on the jets and just see. We may just not have enough water in there yet. But it is pumping, so the pump works. So, I'm an idiot. I was thinking that this was like the water intake down here, but obviously it's got to go through the filter first. So I got to wait for the water level to get up to the filter. That'll be helpful. Well, the heater definitely kicked on, and I wasn't keeping too close of an eye on the water, so we are almost overflowing the edge. So we're going to drain a little off and call it good, folks. This one worked. We are heating up. I'll put the cover back on in the morning and add some chemicals and hopefully get this bad boy warmed up quick. Thanks for watching. Like it if you like it, or don't. I don't really care. Subscribe if you want. Again, I don't really care. Have a good day.